What's going on, everybody, man? I hope everybody out there is, blessed on today. I hope everybody is getting to that motherfucking bag on today. I just hope that everybody is in good spirits on today. Today, man, I hate that we have to sit up there and report that the five men that went to, look at the Titanic, they want to take a little tour down there, look at the wreckage and things like that. They did not survive, unfortunately. The Canadian aircraft had detected some noises and things like that, yesterday and again today, if I'm not mistaken. But, as everyone already know, they were running out of air, running out of oxygen down there. So, it was one of those things that we was trying to really hurry up and find them so that we can hurry up and get their ass up out of there. But the thing is that it was some extra things that ended up taking a turn while the guys was in that water. Be sure to go ahead and check this out so that they can further explain what they found.
This morning, an ROV, or remote operated vehicle, from the vessel Horizon Arctic discovered the tail cone of the Titan submersible approximately 1,600 feet from the bow of the Titanic on the seafloor. The ROV subsequently found additional debris. In consultation with experts from within the Unified Command, the debris is consistent with the catastrophic loss of the pressure chamber. I offer my deepest condolences to the families. I can only imagine what this has been like for them, and I hope that this discovery provides some solace during this difficult time. This is an incredibly unforgiving environment down there on the seafloor, and the debris is consistent with a catastrophic implosion of the vessel. And I know that there's also a lot of questions about how, why, and when did this happen. This is something that happened in a remote portion of the ocean with people from several different countries around the world, and so it is a complex case to work through. But I'm confident that those questions will begin to get answered.
Just extremely sad, guys. Just extremely sad. So something ended up pretty much happening to the tail of it, and it just it didn't end well. Um, you know, we were really hoping for the best in this situation, and unfortunately, we did not get the best out of this situation. It's just extremely sad. Um, I'll take a look at this here. You know, yeah. So OceanGate, they ended up releasing a little statement and things like that. Because they believed that the guys had been lost, and they said these men were true explorers who shared a distinct spirit of adventure and a deep passion for exploring and protecting the world's oceans. Our hearts are with these five souls, every member of their families during this tragic time. It's uh, it's just sad. It's really sad. You know, this is one of the guys, Paul, you know, that, he pretty much owned it. He was one of the CEOs, one of the top guys, there. One of the ones that were very, very certified uh, and things of that nature. Um, then we got Stockton Rush, you know, also, one of the guys that was always, going and viewing the Titanic, if I'm not mistaken. He had already seen the Titanic about 30 some odd times. You know what I mean? So this was, a route that, he was very familiar with, so, I know the guys really thought that they were in good hands, dealing with Stockton Rush. Uh, Hamish, one of the, the billionaires, one of the guys that, really, really took a lot of risk in business and, really made him some motherfucking cash. You know what I mean? Shout out to Hamish, Harding. Unfortunately, he did not make it. Um, and then we had the Indian guy. Can't really pronounce his name. Shazada. You know what I mean? Dawood. Blessings to him. He was just going out there, man, and he just wanted to see what was going on, while he was out there. And, that's his son right there next to him, right there on the left. His son, went with dad and, thought it was going to be a pretty good trip, pretty cool trip. And unfortunately, the five men did not make it. This is a very sad day. Again, we kind of thought that the guys was going to be able to pull through, but, it took a different turn. Um, Man, we were really hoping, that the guys were really going to sit up there, man, and stick it through. Um, because we knew that, you know, guys were pretty much, we knew that the hours were dwindling down, and everything like that. However, once they told us that the time was dwindling down and that the guys would still be able to breathe, even if the oxygen stopped, they would still be able to kind of, there was somebody that would still be able to breathe, right? As long as that they didn't panic. Um, once we were, uh, informed of that, we just knew that the guys were going to just kind of, get found and things like that, man. So this is a very, very fucked up, outcome here. Looks like we got YP that just ended up stepping into the motherfucking building. What's going on, YP?
Yeah, yeah, what's happening?
Ain't too much, man. You seen what happened with the guys, huh?
Yes, sir.
Man, what's your take on it, man?
I mean, that shit sad. Like I've been saying that shit sad, but at the end of the day, I ain't can't be really too big. Can't really be too fucked up about it. Like that's just, they chose that shit, and then I felt found out like for them to be billionaires, they really wasn't too smart about how they went about this shit. Cause I heard that the controller they was using that they forgot to bring batteries for the controller, so that's part of the reason why.
Oh,
The,
okay,
when the controller went dead, that's part of the reason why shit went haywire.
right. Uh,
That's not too smart, but as
yeah,
a you know, it's five casualties that could have been prevented by just being paying more attention to details and making sure you had everything that you needed before you even went. Cause like I'm pretty sure if they, I believe the controller was like, "What the fuck are y'all doing anyways?" But even if that, if you had the batteries for the controller and it never went dead or whatnot, like nigga, y'all would still be alive, more than likely.
right.
But it
Uh,
is, yeah,
what I was told was, something at the tail of it ended up, I guess getting hit. Something happened, I mean, while they were down there that was, that was not the controller. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the controller probably had something to do with something, but the thing is that, man, they ended up hitting something also while they were down there. And they could have been the reason because of the controller. So, it's just, man, it's a crazy turnout. Um, you know, they, I mean, we pick our poison, right? And, that was kind of the outcome that we got. Um, Man, just just crazy. As I
yeah,
begin to look into everything, I will say that I will be diving deeper into this particular story because a few years back, I think in like 2018, there was a lawsuit from one of the employees of OceanGate. He did not feel comfortable with the vessel of the Titan. There were some things that he did not feel safe about. If I'm not mistaken, This was only to really stand 1,300 meters, and if I'm not mistaken, I think they went like 3,000 meters. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, we will be diving into that particular story because these guys just kind of just kind of wanted to kind of go ahead and test everything. They thought that they had it all together, and there were some things that there were some certifications that they did not have, and there were some things that could have been done to keep this from transpiring. Of course, the individuals that went on the ride and everything like that, this was going to be some shit that they did not know. You know what I mean? So they're not certified in that area. They certified to sit up there, and get money in the lanes that they get money in, but they're not certified to know what the Titan needed and what the fuck it didn't, need, and what certifications that they needed and what certifications they did not have. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, it's just one of them things, man. These two guys, if I'm not mistaken, they kind of knew what was going on, what they did not have. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they ended up going any damn way. And, because it's worked out one time and it's worked out a couple of more times, you know what I mean? They thought that it was going to work out again. And they ended up sitting up there costing, these guys their life. You know what I mean? So it is very fucked up. I hate that I have to say it like that, but I just got to keep it all the way 100. You know what I mean? There was some fucked up shit that went on with this. You know what I mean? And these guys' lives could have been saved had guys sat up there and made sure that they had certain certifications. You know what I'm saying? That was
Yeah,
needed while they was in that fucking water. You know what I mean? So will there be lawsuits? In my opinion, hell to the fuck yes, there will be lawsuits, going on around this motherfucker. So OceanGate, you can go ahead and sit up there, and get ready, because there will be some goddamn, lawsuits that's going to happen. Yes, the fuck there will be. Yes, there will be. You know what you gonna say, YP?
I was just gonna say, man, it's prayers, man.
Prayers out to the families, man. Prayers out to the family, man. This is just a crazy, turnout. I don't think that it was supposed to go like this. Like we talked about already. It was only supposed to be for 8 hours. The guys were down there way longer than that. Um, and shit could have been avoided. If I'm not mistaken, the damn controller you can find on Amazon for like $29.99. This was not the trip, you know what I mean, that they were, to take. These guys were not. They were certified. I got to give it to you. They were certified. These two young men or old men, well, they were certified. You know what I mean? Stockton, he's been down there, like I said, 30 some odd times. You know what I mean? So he's
Hmm.
seen this. However, there was just some things that, they could have insured and they did not insure those things. You know what I mean? And it cost those guys their life. I'm not gonna go too much, deeper in there because like I said, I will be back for like a part two, probably even a part three, to discuss this because this was very fucked up.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, lives was lost, but their lives, they didn't have to be lost.
they
And
didn't have to
like
be lost.
the main thing, I'm kind of like, besides them going on a trip and what I felt like made light of the situation, that it is kind of y'all you going into scary territory dealing with these type of trips. But I feel like they did all this Tuesday. Like they got that French missile went down there. Like why y'all didn't do that Monday? Like why y'all did that on Tuesday? Like
Right.
you knew that Thursday. You knew that they was down there and they only had like 8 hours left. Why it take you till Thursday morning early to send this missile that can go all the way down there and touch the bottom of the sea, that
That is
touch the
true.
ground? Why you
That is
wait till Thursday? Why you didn't do that Wednesday?
right.
Like maybe lives could have been prevented if they had sent that earlier. But I do like as far as researching, of course gonna deep dive. But I did hear like they said they found debris or whatever earlier this morning, and that's just from the ship. I guess a piece of the ship that broke. Because what I'm hearing is the ship, the missile actually exploded. You know what I'm saying? So like what noises that they said they heard. I think that was the men, in there screaming or whatnot. So that's just a terrible way to go out. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts. It is
It's sad,
definitely
but at
too.
the same time, you signed you. I don't know if you signed up, but you knew y'all kind of knew the consequences of this. Like whether or not it's still sad, but niggas knew the consequences. Maybe there will be a lawsuit, but maybe this will deter people from doing these type of extreme things. Like maybe your ass need to stay on land. We don't need to worry about the Titanic. The Titanic been gone for years. Let that shit be where it's at.
Yeah, I think that people should, definitely leave that alone. But one thing that you can't do is you can't humans are gonna do what the hell they want to do, especially
Yep.
people with money. You know what I mean? So will this be the last time that somebody will go down there and want to see the Titanic? Absolutely not. Did this deter every individual on this planet? You know what I mean? From ever wanting to go and view the Titanic? Absolutely not. Did the Titanic movie, what I mean, streams go up during this situation? Absolutely the fuck it did. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, they will be somebody will go back to fuck down there. I just hope that whenever they decide that they do, that they have everything in place. I'm pretty sure that you know, they're not just gonna go down there, especially whenever they see, the old lawsuits and things like that that OceanGate had. I don't think
Yeah.
OceanGate is going in the ocean no more. I can tell you that
Hmm.
right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The money that they ended up getting off of the billionaire and the other individuals that ended up paying for this particular trip, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, and y'all need to save that damn money so it can save your ass. You know what I'm saying? Save that money so that it can save your ass. Because from the looks of things, you know what I mean, you're going to need that money to help you, what I mean, fight this shit off. You know what I mean? It's going to be, a crazy battle here in that motherfucking courtroom. And y'all will lose because, there were certain things that y'all did not have, what I mean, for this to go a successful way. And that's the reason why, or one of the innumerable reasons of why, we're here right now, right? So, if there's nothing else, what I mean, for YP and I don't know, YP, you got something else you want to share with the people before we get up out of here?
Oh man, not necessarily like on this issue. I'm pretty much like
Yeah, yeah.
glad with that, but I do know like the NBA draft is tonight, and NBA going crazy already.
Facts, facts. So everybody that's tuning in right now, be sure to tune in. You know what I mean, with Country Ass Media. You know what I mean, with the Jim Shorts Pod. We will be back later on. You know what I'm saying, to discuss the NBA. You know what I mean, and some more topics and things like that that's going on. You know what I mean. So hold on. Let me go ahead and do this as well. Right there, it says YP Cash Me Out at the bottom. You know what I mean? That's YP's Cash App. You know what I mean? If anybody want to sit up there, you know what I mean, and be a blessing, you know what I mean, to YP, during this time or any time that y'all, so happen to view this particular video and you see this, you want to be a blessing to YP, be sure to sit up there, you know what I mean, and cash bro out. You know what I mean? It says YP's Cash App, YP Cash Me Out. Be sure to
Yeah,
use
just
YP's
please help me
Cash App.
out. I'm a little broke boy. You feel me?
You know what I mean? So
Broke, broke,
go ahead and knock
broke
that out.
nigga need a loan.
You feel me? Yeah, so be sure to, what I mean, to hit that up. As you can see right there, man, YP Cash Me Out. You know what I mean? Um, and if you want to do the same for me, Miraculous Cash App, man, it's right there. Miraculous
Yeah,
D23. That's all you got to do, man, is just type in Miraculous D23. You know what I mean? And whatever you want to contribute, man, it's going to go directly to me. You know what I mean? Pretty much immediately. We do not get paid off of or off of YouTube. We haven't gotten a dollar from YouTube. You know what I mean? So all the support, you know what I mean, is going to come from you guys. You know what I mean? And we really appreciate everything. Appreciate the continued support. Be sure to sit up there, you know what I mean, and like and subscribe to the motherfucking channel. And we will be back, man. Y'all take care.